Emerald City. It's a Dish with Deeva Show. Here she is, the one and only K-Cee Diva.
All right, what up, peeps? I'm back. Did you miss me? I hope so. I was trying to get in that last minute, little bit of sunshine for summer. The last couple weeks, I've been doing a best of show, but I'm back live tonight, and I'm so excited to be the first live show back and have the guest that I have on tonight with me. As you can see, she's beautiful. She's super talented. She sings. She does hair. She does makeup. She just does it all. Welcome, Miss Stacey Isreal.
Thank you so much, K-Cee Diva. How are you?
I am great. It feels good to be back live, doing what I love and talking to fascinating people like yourself.
Absolutely. Yes. Great shows you've been doing. Been loving them.
Oh, thank you so much. Now, I have to let people know, now Stacey is a native of Seattle, Washington, but she recently relocated to Florida, hence the sunshine, the beautiful yellow top you have on.
Yes.
So what's it been like? You've still been traveling back and forth, I know. So you're bi-coastal. So how's that?
Yes,
How is that?
Bi-coastal idea. Yes. Get on the plane. I have a lot of clients, because I originated in Seattle. So of course I've got so many years in cosmetics. I go back to 1990s. Just to let everyone know, I've been at this for a while. So
wow.
And then I'm in Florida, pick up here too. So
right on. I think it's awesome to be able to expand, even outside of your hometown, which is also, it's a little scary, but it's exciting too. And you're getting your brand out there and on the East Coast. I love it.
Yes, indeed. The bridal business has been keeping me.
Yeah, now let's talk a little bit about Stacey Isreal Bridal. So how does it work? I'm getting married and I call you up and I'm like, hey, I need my makeup done, I need my hair done. What's the process?
Basically, that's it. A lot of, whether it's word of mouth, I have a website, StaceyIsrealBridal.com. I'm also on Wedding Wire, Stacey Isreal Bridal.
Oh.
But basically, a lot of the brides want to do is they want to do a trial first. And so that way, we want to make sure that we mesh together and, everything. I haven't had one that not hired me yet, though. So, again, when you're good with people and you are a listener, that's what my success has been, I believe. But basically, they just set their date. And of course, there has to be some admin involved, because it is a business transaction. So making sure that I'll be where I'm supposed to be. She's going to be where she's going to be. And whether we're doing a whole party, whether I need to bring in some of my team members or whatever. And then we show up and we're done.
Nice. Have you ever had a bride, like, you're all set to, like, you're going to do this kind of makeup and this kind of hair and whatever. And then at the last minute, they like try to change it on you. Does that ever happen? Uh-oh, I think you froze on me. That's okay. Let me know when you're back.
Last minute, maybe like about a week. Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, it got a little glitchy. It happens from time to time. Now I can hear you.
But can you hear me?
Yep. Now I can hear you perfect.
Maybe I need to look forward. So it has happened where we might have had a trial and she decided on one thing, but then when it came down to it, she'll send me a text and say, "Oh, yeah." No, so totally, I'm flexible. And, a lot of people Instagram or something like on some of the scenes or Pinterest, and they say, "Oh, I want this look." But then when they do the trial, it seems like they want to be a little bit more of their own. They don't want to look like someone else. They want their man to recognize them. You know what I mean? It's like one beautiful gal. I mean, had this thick, amazing hair, and we did her hair all curly. You know, it's funny. She wanted, as it turns out, she just wanted a fishtail and waves instead of all the curls and all the big. She wasn't, I mean, she just wasn't really feeling it in her own self. So
yeah,
I nurture that in a lot of the brides. It's like, you know, you just let me know I'm flexible.
I love that. I guess you kind of have to be, because, you know, from what I mean, you know, I watch Bridezilla, you know, that you know, brides know what they want. Like, they are serious about, you know, their look and what they want. And so I think that's awesome that you're able to be flexible, you know, and
right.
yeah, it's a big day. It's a big day. So okay, so let's talk about makeup in particular.
Major day.
So
Yeah.
let's just jump right in. So how long should it typically take you to do makeup? Like, you know, we were talking earlier, I was like, I've got some friends, you know, they take an hour and a half, I think is the most I've heard somebody say to do makeup, you know. I'm like, that's just way too long for me. It has never taken me that long. Then I'm like, well, wait, am I not doing enough steps? Like, what? Wait, what's your opinion on how long it should take to actually do your makeup?
Right.
Whether it's for an event,
you know what,
or
it really depends on the individual and what is going on. So, like, if you're getting up and going to work and you're in an office setting, you know, you're not going to spend as much time as if maybe you work behind a makeup counter. You'll probably throw a little bit more down when you're behind the counter. But, you know, anybody can take any 5 minutes to, gosh, some people take an hour on a day. I mean, you know, it just really depends. Me, myself, it totally depends on what's going on. Like, when I do brides, I more or less kind of focus on making them and the party look amazing. So I do very minimal for myself. But if I'm going to do a gig, me and Yogi have a gig coming up, a duet. I'm going to spend some time doing my makeup because, you know, first of all, a lot of times the lighting's not great. So you got to put a little bit more on. And, you know, it's a special occasion. People are taking pictures and stuff and videos. So it depends on the personality of the person, you know, how much time do they spend, maybe even skill level. If you want something basic, some people just do eyes, lips, and cheeks, and then they're out the door. I would recommend a good tinted moisturizer, though, for those people who don't want to put like a liquid makeup on. Tinted moisturizer, and it's amazing on, you know, going to the store, going shopping, and all that. I'll just slap on a tinted, maybe a little lip balm, because of, you know, people that are doing the mask still. But it really kind of depends. But you want something to protect your skin from the powder and stuff. So that's why I recommend, if you're not doing foundation, a good tinted moisturizer. Just because it protects your skin from environmental pollution and sun and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know, you brought up a good point with the mask, right? Like, when it first happened, I found myself still putting on lip and figuring out, oh, what shade should I wear? And I put on like the liquid foundation and all the powder, and I'm like,
and then having it. Right.
Nobody's gonna see this.
You know, I got to share.
But you can still do the eyes.
So
you can still do the eyes.
My favorite. Huh?
I was just saying, you can still do the eye. Just try to do my eyes. You know, you're gonna be covered.
Right. But as far as the mask, though, if you wanted to do a lip color, you should definitely do the Lipsense. Because you put the color on, and then you let it dry, or and put.
Okay, you froze on us, Stacey. So I'm gonna have you repeat that part, because I think they missed that with the lip tint.
Just something, and it gets on your teeth. So it's one of my little tips I had to share.
Now, what brand was that? What you kind of froze, so I want to make sure they hear that.
It's
Oh,
having connection issues, I think. It's
yeah, I
called
think it's connection.
Lipsense.
Yeah. Lipsense. Okay. And you said you can put that
Yeah.
on and then wear the mask. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
so
like
it
rub off
stays
on
on. So you don't, yeah, so you can wear your mask. Right.
you.
So it
Oh, okay.
works really well.
Okay, Lipsense. I like it.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking a little bit earlier. So yeah, we were talking about blush earlier. You said you didn't put your blush on, so you kind of show us how to do it. I never really know how to do my blush. I just kind of guess, and I've seen
Yes,
before, like I've
yes.
seen people do circles. Do you do circles? Do you do straights? Give us a tutorial on how you do it.
Well, let me show you. So again, it's a face shape thing. So
Okay.
my face is a little bit more on the rounder side. With my chin is a little pointy, but so I kind of wind up having an oval face, but it's a little bit on the rounder side. Somebody with a long, narrow face is going to apply their blush different. So for me, what I do is, if your face is rounder, like your face would be the same. You see where the color in your eye is?
Okay. Yeah.
So you want to start about right there. So you take your blush
Okay.
and then about right here, even to the eye, and you just do circular motion.
Oh,
Do
okay.
it a little bit higher though, because it'll lift the face.
Mm-hmm. A
And
little
of
bit
course,
higher.
I
Okay.
probably should blend it a little bit, but
Oh, wow. Okay.
see how it lifts. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, look how much. See how it
Wow,
lifts
that's
the face.
nice. That's a nice color too.
So I do already have my So again, when your face is round, right where the corner of your eye starts. Now for the
So right here.
beautiful ladies that have a long face,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna start where the white in the eye starts, here.
Okay.
And then you're gonna start about right there. Because they don't want if they do it here, they're gonna look more long and narrow, but they don't want that. They want to look a little bit more even. And then do a little bit on the chin, side of the nose, and then I do mine up on the eyes.
Oh, see, I didn't.
The
I
girls
thought it was. I strictly
in
keep
the
it right here.
cosmetics used to laugh
Oh,
at me, girl. They're like, "Why do you put it on the eyes?" And
I
because
love
when
it
you blush, you kind
though.
of blush in a circular motion. It looks more natural. It's like, please, no.
Yes. Okay, so I've been doing it all
No, it's
wrong because
pretty
I've been
fun.
like doing it like this. I learned something. I learned something today, so that's awesome. Okay, now I know where my eyes are in circular motion. Got it. Can't wait to
Right.
try
If you want
that.
to. Right.
So let's talk about
Yes.
like colors. Like, how do we know? I mean, we're all different shades, how do we know what shade, like what shadows look good? And I mean, are there certain colors that look better on certain skin tones? Shades of lipstick, things like that.
Right. Yes. So what is really helpful
Uh-huh.
is knowing what undertone is.
Okay.
Because there are different undertones. You've got your cools, you got your warms, and you got a combination of the two, which they call neutral. And one way that you can kind of tell is if you look on the inner part of your wrist here and you look at your vein.
Oh, okay. Inner part of the wrist, looking at the vein.
On the bluer side or the greener. So for
Okay.
me, mine is more blue. So I'm right. When you look at your vein, look at the color of your vein.
Mine's greenish.
Because sometimes underneath, so you're looking at the undertone of your skin, not the brown or white, but underneath it where your vein is. Check it out, and you'll be able to see like it's either going to be kind of blue or more green. So if it's more green, you're going to be a little bit more on the warmer side. If it's blue, you're going to be like a cool undertone. And the neutrals, though, when you're getting into the reds, is more considered neutral. So it's a combination of the two. But you know what? I try not to pay too much attention to that because I'm a cool tone. But look, I've got gold eyeshadow on. I love gold eyeshadow. But then again, I bring out
Okay.
the cool and the blush. So I think
Yeah.
you can do a combination. It's kind of like how you feel, what makes you good, what makes you look good.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
So, I mean, you know, there's no like, you can break the rules. You can, yeah, rules, girls. If it feels good, then, you know, if you feel like you look good, then try it. You know,
Right.
I tend to wear more
Why not?
warms and browns,
Now what?
like pinks, and I love the pink blood on the eyes. I tend to go more warm.
Okay. So
Can I
pink
share
on.
one more tip?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and you were gonna talk about the fall, huh?
Yeah.
Fall.
Fall
What
colors. I'm like, you know,
tops for
I always
fall
automatically think like
color
browns
was?
and, you know.
Right. Well, you know what they're doing is
uh,
kind of more of a glue got, but jewel tones on the lips or even popping into the eyes. The
Oh,
point is it kind of looks less, so it doesn't
okay.
look like you spent a lot of time. But
Right.
I mean, again, you can do a bold lip, bold eye, and a lip. That's kind of like what they're doing for fall. And again,
Okay.
some colors that are, I don't know if you could see this, but some of these burnt orangey colors and some of these tones, the
Oh,
deeper
those are pretty.
shades, you know,
Oh yeah.
that's really pretty. And some of them are
Mm-hmm.
going to be amazing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I
I
love
love
the
the fall.
burnt
A lot of
oranges
people
and the.
tend to spend a little bit more time because it's, you know,
Yeah.
on and it's cold. You have to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, yes. And I love playing with colors. Like I don't mind bold, bright colors, you know, and so on. But then I kind of like to be with whatever the season
no,
is,
I've
you know.
seen some. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I like to
You
be
can, if
whatever the
you
season is.
want to, you can map a little bit to your clothing or pop a
Yeah.
little bit. It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah,
It's
there's
fun to
no
play with colors.
rules.
Why? Okay, so
Well,
speaking
and
of
remember
colors,
lashes
for
too.
yes, yes, absolutely. For women of color, Black women in particular, like you know, one of my struggles is, you know, I can't find that exact skin tone, right? We come in so many different beautiful shades, and it seems like it's just challenging to really find a
Right.
color that, you know, really matches, and then you got to try to blend it, you make sure it blends into your neck, so you don't like have, you know, the line here. Are there any brands
Oh,
that
yeah.
cater to, you know, Black women in particular, you know, that you could recommend?
But yeah, well, you know, I worked with Bobbi Brown for quite a while. And you
Okay.
know, a lot of the brands now, it seems like
Mhm.
they are the particular ones are when you see the ones where it has the warm or the cool or the neutral next to
Yeah.
the color.
Hmm.
So it kind of helps you to find the right undertone.
Okay.
The reason why I like, well, it's kind of hard now with department stores though, because I don't know if they're putting makeup on people right now.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
But being able to swatch it down the side of your face, maybe 3 different colors that are close to your tone, and seeing which
Okay.
one disappears.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
Okay.
another challenging thing is when you are trying to shop online,
Yeah.
you might have to do a little research.
Okay.
Look at a color that looks like it might match, and then you have to research
Mhm.
what a swatch of the color looks like. If you could find a pivot, because
Okay.
it is a little challenging.
It is. Yeah. And with everything's
But
challenging now.
also, don't have the right foundation color.
Mm.
Right. Those color correctors. Sometimes they're maybe an orange color. They have a yellow or a green, or even like a red lipstick. If you have something where something is too gray, if you can add a little coolness to that with a little red lipstick, I know it sounds really crazy, but or a little bit of an orangier color corrector and mix it with the foundation and apply it, you can create your own right color if you don't want to buy more than one foundation, because a lot of ladies wind up mixing foundation. But you know, another good thing is taking advantage of your concealer, because a lot of women of color, like us, we work towards the outer area of our face and lighter inside, and maybe, you know, there might be dark circles. That's where those color correctors come in really handy, where you can, like, for me, I prefer the orange. You pink, but I like the orange color corrector under for dark circles, and then you put the concealer on top. It totally conceals it. So kind of getting into the mixing thing. Or you can just have an expert like me come to your house and I can help you.
Hey, you know, that's even better.
Like on site.
I mean, but that really is what you do, right? Because it's hard to try to figure out on your own sometimes, you know. So having somebody that has, having somebody that has, you know, that has your eye that can look and say, oh, okay, tell you what, you need to do this color. We can take these two foundations and mix them. I mean, that's the beauty in what you do. So so now for those of us who maybe like, you know, sometimes makeup can get expensive, right? You can pay a lot or you can pay a little. You know, if you're on a budget and you're like, I still want to have a nice look, but I just don't have the money to spend $300 on makeup. You know, I go over to the Rite Aid or Walgreens or whatever. Any of those brands that are okay to use that you think will give you the same effect? Mascaras, lipsticks, so on.
Yes, I want X. Right. There's NYX. It's really good.
Oh, I've seen that.
You know, like all those ones those are great. I mean, absolutely. You might even find some of the artists swear by Wet n Wild. Like some of them will use like their eyeliners or their lip liners or their lipsticks in their kits. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow, okay.
And Elf is pretty good for. They have a nice setting spray. You know, I mean, if you look in my kit, you'll see a variety of different. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Do those actually work?
Like,
I've never used a setting spray
because I don't know if it's necessary. You know.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you know, because I always feel like I've tried so many different mascaras.
Makeup on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I cut you on that. What was the last part you were saying?
Yeah, you know what? Oh, I was saying about the setting spray. It when you spray, you set your makeup. It really helps it to stay on.
Okay.
For a long time.
I've never used it. I'm gonna have to try that. I've seen it, but I was like, it probably doesn't work. They're just trying to get you to spend money. So that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm looking at your makeup, Stacey. I'm looking at your makeup, and you're just like glowing. Like I like how, you know, you're just glowing, and you don't have like a lot of colors or whatever, but you have, it's very natural, but it's also very like, you know, like you look like you're in Florida right now.
Right. Yes.
It looks great. I love it.
So thank you. If you like the glow, this is a new palette and it is beautiful. I don't really have the right brush. I'm just going to use a little bit of my finger. Just to apply it, but it's loose. So look, I'm just going to add it on. See how it glows? And then you're going to sort of blend it in.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's a highlighter though.
Okay.
You put a little on your chin.
Yeah.
But it
And
and like down the center, it's like a powder. It's the new one. I really like it.
okay. So
It's
yeah, so
beautiful.
that's the thing too. Like I learned, with the
So
blush, you can
yeah,
put it all
makeup
over.
is
Sometimes you think there's
magical.
just certain spaces. It looks amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, we're almost out of time. I wanted you to have a
Oh,
chance
thank
to
you.
tell folks how to get in touch with you. Yeah, I'm like the holidays are coming up. Maybe some engagements. They're gonna be planning weddings. How far in advance do they need to get in touch with you if they want to, hire you to do some bridal work for them? And do you do makeup for like other events as well?
Yes. So you can contact me. You can go to my website, Stacey Isreal Wedding Wire. Just do a search for Stacey Isreal. I spell it like the country,
Hmm.
but Stacey Isreal Artistry or Stacey Isreal Bridal. I also am on Instagram, Stacey Isreal Bridal. So it's got to keep it as simple as possible. And on Facebook, it's Stacey Isreal Artistry.
Artistry. Okay.
So, but if
All
you do
right.
a
I like it.
search,
You got your name and all of it.
you'll see you'll see some, you know, yes. And I am taking bookings for 2022, and that's special occasion as well as bridal.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Right on. Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
yes.
It was good to come back and have you as my first guest going live again. Um, this is all recorded, so if you came in the middle or didn't catch the beginning, it'll be on my YouTube page. It'll be on my Facebook pages, and then we'll put some clips up on Instagram as well. So you have plenty of opportunity. Stacey Isreal Bridal, follow her, spread the word. Stacey Isreal
Yes.
Artistry on Facebook. Just remember the name Stacey Isreal. She'll pop up, and she can help you achieve your makeup dreams. How about that? And hair too. She also does
Yes.
hair.
Thank
So,
you,
like,
K-Cee Diva, for having me.
absolutely, absolutely.
Blessings to
Have fun up
everyone.
there in Florida, and we'll look forward to seeing you back and forth and doing your thing. All right.
Wonderful. Thank
All
you.
right. We'll
Have a
talk to you
wonderful
later.
evening.
You too. Bye. All right, peeps.
Thank
Be sure to hit me up. K-Cee Diva Shows on YouTube, on IG. I'm Ms. K-Cee Diva, MZ K-Cee Diva. On Facebook, K-Cee Diva, my profile page, or Dish with Diva as well. And be sure to catch me every first Thursday of the month for Northwest Nightcap with K-Cee Diva. I've got all my friends with me, and we're talking about all the latest entertainment crazy that's gone on. So I'm going to leave you guys. Have a blessed rest of the week, and we'll see you next week.